Hey everyone, it is Friday. I hope everybody's day has been going well. Mine has been a little rough today, but everything should be good now. We've been, as you know, we've been having a lot of tech issues with stream lately, and I've been figuring out everything, and I think I finally found out what the problem was. It was our router. That was the major issue that was causing the stream past streams this week to just be glitching out like crazy, because I think it was the router, because all the signs that I looked up like signs of what a faulty router is, and all the signs it looked like it was going to that. And why is this, hold on, I need to adjust my model because I saw a bit of a gap there. Why was that there? Okay, that's better. But yeah, everything worked. It was consistent with what was happening, where the signal would not stay on when everything was good. Constantly having to unplug it and reconnect it and everything. It all fits. So we got the router. We took it mobile and we got to switch it out for a new one. So hopefully today, for once, we can have a stream where it doesn't drop or internet cuts out on us, and we can actually have a very fun stream today. But I will tell you, because like all this, it stressed me out a whole lot, and I will honest today, it's not going to be a long stream. Maybe go about for maybe 3 hours, probably not my usual 5, because it really has taken a lot out of me. So today we're gonna have a chill stream and play some Outer Worlds today. We're gonna continue where our left off and see how far we can get in the Outer Worlds. So why don't we head on over and get started, shall we? Okay, there we go. Now let's get in and have some fun today, shall we? Okay, we'll start there. Just this a bit. Maybe just seeing it there might be good.
You know, for a monument to the wealth of the elite built on the backs of the working class, it's real pretty. I guess.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Publicity stunt? A woman is dead.
Black Hole Birdie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow must be inconsolable.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Constable Keene, nice to meet you. We spoke over the Aether Wave.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
What have you got for me, Doctor?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Oh wait, I forgot. I needed to get the science up to 60. Forgot it. We backtracked a bit. I forgot I have to put my thing up to. I have my science up to 60 when we did this. If it's brown, drink it down. I don't think I want to drink it when they have it says if it's brown, drink it down. I don't think I want to drink like that. Oh, wrong button.
You know, for a monument to the wealth of the elite built on the backs.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity.
With Halcyon Helen gone,
Black hole birdies disappeared, you know.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you. Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you. An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
That's so
You make it
funny.
sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Interesting. I'm guessing this device makes use of it. Deterministic calculations.
You're rather sharp in your upper story. I can see why you're the inspector. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Sounds like something the OSI teaches.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
All right, and we just leveled up to level 28. Okay, we need to equip it. So I'll take that out, and I will add the amplifier in there.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification?
I see you've been designed with a modulator analytical system. Modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Let's get started. Tell me what. Tell me about the discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Let's see. Taste the dirt. Yeah, let's taste the dirt.
Don't do that. We got food back on the ship.
Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Amplifier, can you analyze the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
So Helen must have been at the orchids before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar. Something I should know?
I'd like to ask you some questions, Constable.
Are you asking me these questions in an official capacity?
Strictly official. I'm here to solve a murder.
I'm encouraged to know you're taking this job seriously. Please, ask your questions.
Who found the body?
Norval, head bellhop. He was understandably distraught. I believe his feelings were genuine. He's a remarkably poor actor. Hotel security corroborates his whereabouts during the murder. I haven't included him in my list of suspects, but neither am I convinced of his innocence.
What makes you say that?
I'm a little suspicious of anyone who enjoys his job as much as Norval. He's also obsessive in his appreciation of Helen's work. Obsessive passion can lead to irrational behavior. It's a fact of modern science.
Any witnesses to the murder?
If there were any witnesses, none came forward. Ballroom cameras were also offline at the time of the murder. Helen was very particular about having cameras on her. Security footage would have constituted documentary filmmaking. Can't afford that.
So no witnesses. What about the murder weapon?
There's no sign of the murder weapon. Whatever it was that killed Helen, the killer took it with them. Frankly, I'm having trouble imagining exactly what it was that killed her.
What about signs of struggle?
Helen was known to carry her signature weapon, a bespoke handgun known as the Needler. There was no sign of any such weapon on her body.
The Needler's real? I watched her use that thing in the gunfight at the end of Terror on Monarch.
You keep excitable company. I hope they won't complicate your investigation by touching things.
You have any
Spencer
suspects?
Woolrich and Bertie Holcomb are officially persons of interest in this investigation. I've mostly ruled out Mr. Woolrich, leaving Bertie Holcomb as my lead suspect. Let me rephrase that. He's your lead suspect. I've been instructed to turn this case over to your capable hands, while I continue to serve as a consultant.
So you sound relieved. Your lead suspect are a star tossball player and an actor.
I know. This entire affair is beginning to sound suspiciously like a two-bit serial. Mr. Woolrich was Halcyon Helen's professional rival. It's possible jealousy drove him to take Helen out of the picture. I apologize for the wordplay. Conversely, Mr. Bertie Holcomb was Helen's paramour. The relationship was reportedly dissolved. I can't rule out her murder as a crime of passion.
Bertie and Helen were dating, but that didn't make him a suspect.
Mr. Holcomb was in a romantic relationship with Helen. This alone is not enough to make him a lead suspect, but he does play tossball. Black Hole Bertie currently holds the record for most non-consecutive blows to the head. His tendency toward irrational and violent behavior is well documented.
You mentioned ruling out Spencer Woolrich as a possible suspect.
Woolrich thinks of himself as a serious and distinguished actor. He was frequently cast in demeaning roles, while Helen played the charismatic heroine. He has reason to be envious. I considered the possibility that Woolrich killed Helen in order to eliminate a rival and advance his own career. But my reasoning collapsed under closer scrutiny. Woolrich owes his career to Helen's dramas. Her death likely harms his long-term prospects. I'm struggling to determine a motivation for him, so I've largely ruled him out.
Let's talk about something
Please,
else.
ask your questions.
That's all for now.
Anything else?
Nothing right now, thanks.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
Look at these people, gawking over Helen's corpse. Bunch of parasites.
Parasite?
Welcome to the Grand Colonial. Please make yourself at home.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchards. The prize is supposed to be something valuable.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Right, do you happen to have my room key?
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
I need to get access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only guest you have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer. Trying to make my life difficult is dangerous. Dangerous idea. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with intimidate because that just sounds mean. I'm gonna go with persuade. Only guests who have had a problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Grand Colonial sure is interesting. And profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Okay. First we want to know about what Helen did before anything about Helen before she died.
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Let's actually move this down so you guys can see a little bit better. Yeah, that ought to do it. Did you ever see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
What about Black Hole Birdie is staying here?
Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
I wouldn't be surprised because it did say he has a history of violence, if I remember.
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Okay, that'll be enough for now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
I'm gonna go with this: a freelance captain, changing the colony one high-stakes encounter at a time. Yep, that's what we've been doing this whole time in the Outer Worlds. Doing it one high-stakes encounter at a time.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
Goodbye for now. Alright, let's go up to our suite. And then we'll head up to the VIP.
What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to my penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, SAM units murder the competition.
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture.
What am I Vicar as Max has to say? Oh, Nyoka. Nyoka's probably gonna have a fun time being in here because of all the places she can, you know, just sit around and drink. Ooh, we got ourselves a kitchen. Nice. Ew, bunch of cigarette butts. Seriously, couldn't they have cleaned that up before leaving, before giving me the room? And all these dirty dishes. I mean, seriously. You think they would have cleaned this place up a bit before letting us have the penthouse? Not to mention the open cans. I do like the cups. Very nice on the cups. Oh, we need to take these bits. You don't leave bits lying around because that's loot. What's this? Is it accuracy? Mr. Apparatus. Okay, best I keep that with me.
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
Okay, so that's where Felix is, so I'm guessing Max, it would be down below. Here's what Max.
Eridanos is a technological marvel, and they use it as a tourist destination to sell sweets and alcohol.
Where's Ellie? Oh, maybe Ellie's in here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where's Ellie? Definitely look at the discrepancy in a bit, but first we need to know where Ellie is. Oh wait, here's Ellie.
I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice.
The old taking the hotel towels when leaving bit.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, but before we do that, let's check in.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
I don't know why you hired me. I'm usually causing murders, not solving them.
I will be plain with you. I'd prefer not having to hire you at all. This matter should be resolved by Rizzo's security. But Cedric owns the land complexes, so we have a jurisdiction problem. Constable Keene encouraged us to hire a third-party freelancer. Right now, you're the best chance we have at resolving this incident and getting on with our affairs.
That actually does make sense. If someone owns the land that buildings are put on, even though if a corporation is there, the one who owns the land kind of does get to say so what does get built on the land, since they own the land and not the company. So that does make it for a jurisdiction problem. Relax, I've been solving problems for two idiots who don't get along since Emerald Vale.
I see. Well, I appreciate your candor. Yes, let's go with that. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to the orchids.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident.
Oh, no, not orchids, orchards.
Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
So he locks doors at the moment an investigator arrives. That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
All right, now that we've done that, let's check out that discrepancy in here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Interesting. Wondering anything in the bathroom? Huh, why are weapon parts in the bathroom? And these must be wigs.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. That didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
It's definitely, so far that's hearing that, it's definitely pointing me towards towards Birdie. It's definitely putting my suspicions that he's the suspect towards him, because from that, it sounds like he was the one that killed her. Let's check the messages. Ooh, what do we got here? Unknown client, memory corrupted. Know the truth, please hurry. Don't know how much longer I can keep. Okay. We found a suspicious deleted message, but we can only recover part of it because it was all corrupted. Why don't we head up to the VIP area?
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
That'll be the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Yeah, having Felix and Ellie ought to be good. That's one creepy smile.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
I had a lot of questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Where were you at the time of the Mordor?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Birdie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Tell me about Birdie and Helen.
Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Do you think Birdie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
Now what about this one?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, how long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs. Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. How about you, fella? You after a signature?
Nah, I think I'll pass.
He's just being coy. Anyway, where was I? Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
That's all for now. Okay, do we find any discrepancies? Okay, it doesn't look like anything in here. Wait, hold up.
Top rungers are into some weird shit.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room.
What is a woolly cow doing in here?
For the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
There's some worrying discoloration in his eyes.
An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Birdie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
All right. Ooh. Machine gun. Let's see. What does Felix have? Yeah, he has a machine gun Mark II. And I just picked up a Mark III. So why don't we do a favor and exchange it for that one. And actually, before we do, I think I now know what I need to do, why I keep getting that notification Wi-Fi lost, because that's from the old Wi-Fi. That's why it keeps popping up. Let me just do a quick thing and fix that real quick. So, gonna be black for a second while I go and fix that little issue. There we go. That ought to fix it. Okay, up. There we go. Now we can get back to the game. I just had to delete the setting from the old one because like I said, I got a new router and that's a different number on it compared to it, and rather not have it to be shown up on stream. So that's why I blackened it a bit so I could delete the old one. So we shouldn't have any more indication where it said like Wi-Fi loss on it, because I think it was showing trying to connect to the old one, which is no longer here. Got a door that's locked there. Oh, I thought this would have armor, but apparently it doesn't. Okay, let's check this room here. Ooh, we got a mess in here. No doubt from parting.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What do we got in the trash can?
The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket. Unfortunately, most of the writing is beyond recovery. The words station, meeting point, and emergency are all that can be discerned.
Well, I'm stumped.
Cold, any idea when this happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
Better keep looking around. Wonder if we can back up a bit so I can maybe like load up perception more. If I have to, I'll just skip the dialogue on some of them. Okay, I won't have to. It just brought us back here. Oh. Perception. First perception. Perception B, I don't see it showing up. Well, this does increase perception, so we might want to have this on. See.
Okay.
Oh, I want to close the door so they don't come in because they probably could see right through.
We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Wait, safe?
Timeline discrepancy detected. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
All right, it upped my perception enough. Perception, I can make out the words station, meeting point, and emergency.
Your observation is correct and quite astute.
Ooh, maybe they had to put a body in storage. That would be fun.
Poke the ashes could Cold, any ideas when this happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
I need a more solid lead. Better keep looking around. Alright. Perception.
A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat-sized.
Amplifier. Analyze footprint for any residue.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
A concentration of oxygen usually points to a terraformer.
Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in this footprint likely came from there.
I've got the clues I've found point me to Pillow House, pilot house, weather monitoring station. Mr. Ouch. I can't really check the looks like I can't check the monitor. Locked room. See what we can find in here.
Ooh, what'd you find?
Okay, we checked the rooms over here. We need to check more this side, and then we got some rooms over here.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
Okay, you can't access those rooms. Check over here. Oh, damn, that jumped me for a sec.
Initiating enter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
Yep, I'm a star. You flatter me, engineering. I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the Aether.
You knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
It almost sounds like you got a motive for murdering Helen.
Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? Helen's death was a murder? How horrifying. Bring that killer to justice, designated authority figure. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles. Randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
Hmm. Okay, no discrepancy in that room. Let's check out this room. Ah, Spencer Woolrich.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
You'll never take over. Yeah, maybe I should play along.
How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you, and how did you get in here?
I really want to do this in line. Just a marauder. No sudden movements. I'm going to take everything not tied down. I'm here to investigate the Mordor of Halcyon Helen. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man, but of course I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
No thank you. Make a rude gesture. How about you sign this? I'm going with this one. This is so good.
I'd be delighted. Oh, damn. My pen's out of ink. I'll just get you a portrait of my face as a souvenir. I'm sure I have the prints around here somewhere. By the by, how did you get in here? The only non-staff individual cleared to enter guest rooms is supposed to be the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
Derived kind of pleasure from wasting people's time. I'm gonna go with fold your arms. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane, the absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I spoke with Burbank. He told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halsey and Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke, so I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine.
I got my eye on you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
I talked about the Mordor.
Certainly, but one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end?
Why are you so curious?
Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
Where were you at the time of the Mordor?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Got anybody to cooperate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
You were meditating, really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards.
Ugh.
I owe that woman much.
How long have you worked for the Prophet? Worked with the Prophet?
Only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Okay, back to my other questions.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
Alright, theoretically speaking, how would you have killed the victim?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
How well did you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Did you consider yourself a friend of her?
I'll ask you this. If you'd been the star of cinema for years, then suddenly found yourself scrounging for bit parts while a younger person stole the limelight, how would you feel? In short, The two of us weren't close. But that's not to say my dislike of her was so extreme that I tried to do anything drastic. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me.
No, I'm gonna back to my other questions.
I suppose that is enough on that grim subject.
Yeah, who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a cereal advertisement throughout your travels.
Oh, sure, you were that guy in that one cereal.
Come now, I'm sure I would have made more of an impression than that. Could I have really fallen so far behind the times? Did you ever see me in The Masked Marketeer? The Busker of Byzantium? What about episodes 13 and 190 of Princess of Hephaestus? And who could forget From Halcyon with Love? I was great in that movie. Even if I was starring beside a 2-ton bucket of bolts and a woman with no talent.
Well, we wouldn't know because we've been frozen for around 70 years on a colony ship.
Yes, that would be Burbage 3001. I'm sure you've heard the clomping around. It's over in the next room. It's hard for me to believe that a mechanical actor isn't some kind of joke played on us all by Odeon's director.
Okay, that ought to be all. Goodbye. Didn't even do anything to stop me. I don't have enough to lock these. I'll have to get more. See if I can pick, see if I can't pick some from the vending machine. Okay, it looks like I got enough for one of them. So, eeny, meeny, miny, we'll go with this one.
What was that? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Consider this your warning.
Okay, best to wait till they're all the way over there.
Nice going.
Ah, we got enough.
Real slick.
Nice, there was enough for us to get both doors open. Okay, we can't open this because don't have enough for the vault. Don't have enough for the vault. And it doesn't look like there's any discrepancies in here.
What floor would you like to visit?
Okay, looks like that's all we can do. The lobby, please.
To the lobby we go.
Okay, we investigated the VIP area, so, and we got the information we got. We got two places. We got the orchards and we got the weather station. And we get to look and to go to. Certainly got a lot of info from investigating the suspects. Man, we couldn't get into the vault, but oh well, at least we managed to get into the two rooms. Minus the fact that I did get seen that one time.
This place is more exciting than I thought.
Vending machine. Okay, let's see what the on the armor I'm wearing right now. Okay, that's it. This gives me 53, so definitely gonna want the armor that's in here because it's elite trooper armor and it's 84 gold. Oh, yeah, there's a ladder. Let's see.
Whew. Thanks for the help back there. I've actually never fired a gun before. Is this ringing in your ears normal?
You may want to see a doctor about that.
That's more than a little disconcerting, since I maxed out my medical allotment this month. That's what I call my booze fund. Still, I had to be alive to be able to go deaf later. I'm not sure if I actually hit any shots. If you hadn't intervened, it could have been bleak.
It seems like it'd be the slug's job to keep a horde of raptidons from getting this far. You know, I just realized you owe me a little more than a thanks.
I'm just as confused as you are. Someone should have been on shift to see them coming. Ms. Vargas would probably have a better idea of what happened. She's stationed at the luxury pad. What do you mean?
Weapon maintenance, ammo ain't cheap. I mean, it'd be terrible for one of Slug's agents to have died. If you felt like telling me some of your friends what I did for Slug, I'd be quite happy.
Of course. I'd be real pleased to let the rest of the crew know that you saved my hide.
Yeah, best to like get info, have reputation go up instead of going down. In that case, like let everybody know what I've done for them so I can do my investigation. No armor. Gardener.
We're the future of Sublight. Just you wait and see.
Sublight Underground takes care of...
I hope the murderer is caught soon.
We're in the middle of a lockdown. No one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchard...
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
Company gives us a discount on Spectrum Brown.
Okay, let's talk to Lily Vargas.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
Who's Mattis?
An idiot. I suspect he's avoiding me, actually, which is the first smart thing he's done all month. Sorry, but do you need something? Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
A missing person. I'm actually an inspector. I could look into it for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
I'll look into it. What do I need to know?
The missing crew member is Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
I'll get on that.
Who gets it if you hit it over the edge?
Pool Plaza.
I was thinking about going for a swim, but I don't want to come out stinking like a dead rat.
Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
This morning, so what happened just before Spectre and Brown lunch?
Gee, you're pretty sharp. Yeah, the reception party would have extended out here, but we had to close it off. What with the contamination. And now the reception ain't happening anyway. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
Something about this sounds off kilter. I'd like to take a look around.
All right. You may want to visit the sun parlor. That's where that Rizzo's fool mixed the chemicals he used. Oh, and you can talk to Lily, my boss. She probably has some great advice. I saw her walk toward the bridge to the Purpleberry Orchards earlier. Reckon she's still there. Now, anything else I can do for you?
Got some questions about the pool.
So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.